Hi, I'm Michael Tucker. I am the technical director here at Landmark Church, and I want to give you guys part of my testimony. See, a few years ago, my wife and I, we got back in the church, and I started getting my life straightened back out. And God's kind of pretty much hit me in the back of the head with a baseball bat saying, hey, it's time to get back on track where you need to be. You got 10 years to make up. Well, in this course, I had decided to start, preparing to leave my old job for ministry. And I had a guy that worked for me who was an alcoholic. He was a recovering alcoholic, and he worked 2 jobs to keep himself busy, to keep himself from wanting to drink. Well, one day something happened at his other job, and he fell off the wagon, and he didn't show up to work. And out of concern, I drove down the street to him and found out what was going on, and I thought in my head, you know what? I can save this guy. I can do it. I can do it. So I went over there, poured out his beer and talking to him. The dude was half naked, and eventually he's like, yeah, I'll come to work. It'll be good. It'll be awesome. I was like, cool. I left. I was all proud of what I had done. Next day, he doesn't show up to either job again. I got in my car. I was upset. I was angry, and I was screaming at God. Because this guy, he lived down the street, so I had to drive all around the town just to be able to get this out of my system. I'm screaming at God, God, why? Why, Lord? I did what I thought was right, what I thought was going to work. Why? Then that peace hit me, and I could feel God telling me, you did it your way. Now listen to me. You're going to see how it's done right by listening and following and obeying me. So I drove back over there. Apartment door was propped open. He was passed out with nothing but a shirt on his bed. And God showed me his wallet sitting right there. Okay? I took that wallet and I hid it in the apartment. So I wasn't stealing it, but he couldn't buy alcohol because he didn't have access to his money. No longer than 2 seconds after I hid that wallet where he would never have looked, he wakes up. So this time, through prayer and praying with him, we poured out the beer together. And God led me to a set of verses, starting here at Matthew 11:28, very popular verses. Come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take up my yoke and learn from me, because I am lowly and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Now see, alcohol for him was his burden. The thing is, my burden was me trying to do things my way, not God's way. I didn't realize it right then that was meant for both of us. And me and Bob, we prayed together right there. We were emotional together. He started coming to church for a little bit, and I'm not going to lie, he's still struggling. And I love this guy. His heart is really good, but he's got some troubles. I've been talking to him a lot recently too, and he's working on changing. And hopefully he'll get back into church and he can get his heart where God needs it. But the thing is, none of that would have happened if I didn't obey God and I didn't follow things through with his ways. And I want everybody to realize, if you depend on your own ways, they're not God's ways. They're fallible, and we can fail with our own ways. But if we follow what God tells us to do, everything will go according to plan, whether if it's our plan or not. We may not understand the outcome, but it's the right way. It is God's way. Amen.